Welcome to your Set 6 vocabulary study. The roots we will be discussing are fract, frag, frail, junct, join, and flex, flect. The Set 6 Forget-Me-Not is that studying vocabulary will actually lead to more synapses in your brain. Synapses are those things that fire in your brain that kind of look like spider webs, and they make all your connections for you. Fract, frag, frail means break or shatter. Fragment can be a noun or a verb. When it is a noun, fragment means a part broken off or detached, an incomplete part. The sentence fragment left readers confused about the overall meaning. Fragment can be something physical, something real, something you can hold, or it could be an idea, like this sentence fragment. That's more of an idea than something you can touch and feel. When fragment is a verb, it means to break something into pieces, to divide into pieces, or disunify, break it up, to cause to disintegrate. The material of this satellite will fragment once it is outside of Earth's atmosphere. Frail is the second word. It is an adjective that means describing something that is easily broken or destroyed, weak or delicate. As people grow older, their bones may become more brittle and frail. Fracture is another word that has two grammatical uses. Fracture can be a noun or a verb. When it is a noun, fracture means a break or crack in a hard object or material, especially a bone. The fracture, although small, still caused immense pain and forced him to stay off his feet for several weeks. As a verb, fracture means to break or cause to break. The immense heat from lava causes many rocks to fracture. Fragile is next. It is an adjective meaning describing something incredibly delicate and easily broken, delicate and lacking vigor, lacking strength. My pet was in a fragile state as he was both elderly and sick. Fraction is last in this grouping, and it is a noun. It means a number that indicates the quotient of two numbers. You've seen this in math class. Or a small part or portion of something. She hesitated for no more than a fraction of a second before accepting the job. Our second root in set 6 is junct, join, which means join, meet, or link. Disjointed is the first term of this group, and it is an adjective. It means lacking connection, no flow or sequence in thinking. Shane's plans were so disjointed that no one understood how they could work. The next word is conjunction. Now remember how disjointed was our last word, and that dis meant lacking. Well, now this con is going to mean together. We're going to combine. So conjunction means a word used to connect words, clauses, and sentences. The act or occurrence of existing together in time, space, or state of being. It is a noun. Engineers and architects worked in conjunction to design the new bridge. Engineers and architects had to work together to design this bridge. The next term is adjunct, which can be used as a noun or an adjective. When it is a noun, it means someone or something added to something large and important. It is a cog in the machine. It can also mean words and phrases that provide additional information in a sentence. Online instruction can be a positive adjunct to in-person classes. It works together. Something important in in-person classes, the online instruction adds to it. As an adjective, adjunct means relating to something connected or added. The adjunct surgeon worked part-time for the hospital. It was just added in there. Next up is the word juncture. It is a noun that means at a particular point in time where two things are joined. At this juncture, the treaty may or may not be signed. It can be physical or metaphorical. At this juncture, at this point that I've decided in my head, this point in this space and time, the treaty may or may not be signed. Adjoining is an adjective and it means next to or joined. A farm sat on each side of the adjoining fields, the connected fields. Notice the familiar "ad" prefix in both adjunct and adjoining. It means joined, added. The last roots in this set are flex, which means bend. Look how fast we got here. First, we have deflect. It is a verb that means to bend or swerve, to change the direction of something or someone. The counselor noticed that Kyra chose to deflect questions that she was uncomfortable answering. The second term is reflect. It is another verb and it means to bend or throw back light, heat, or other forms of energy. It also means to think carefully and deeply about something, or to express or view as a sign of something. The data reflect the change in spending habits among teenagers now and 10 years ago. Inflexible is an adjective. It means incapable of being bent, an unwillingness to change or adapt. Rigid and unable to be modified, changed. Iris was inflexible, and this inability to compromise cost her many friendships. The term is inflection. It is a noun that means a bend or curve, or changes in pitch, stress, and loudness of voice to communicate meaning, or grammatical changes to words to alter meaning. That last part, the grammar part, is when you add an S to make something plural, or you change the ending to change what part of speech the word is. Although his words were soft, the inflection of the doctor's voice led me to believe something was wrong. Flexor is the next term. It is a noun that means a muscle that bends part of the body. A common injury in soccer is hip flexor pain. That does not sound fun. On a final note, your study tip. Make cross-disciplinary connections. What does that mean? Use these words, apply them to science, to math, to history, to the real world. If you leave these words here, you won't remember them as well because you don't have enough of those synapses, those connections in your brain. Make connections. Force yourself to find connections in other areas of your life. It'll help with your memory greatly.